Welcome to Elite Quad HS online class 12 Accountancy. In our last class we had discussed about the calculation of interest on drawings, the two methods, simple and product. We have done two sums of simple method. Today we will continue with that and also do a sum of product method. Now let's begin with the sum. Here they have asked to calculate the interest on drawings at the rate 12% per annum if rupees 2000 are drawn by a partner in the middle of every month throughout the year. See students carefully, the amount of drawings by the partner is same throughout the year. It is 2000 throughout the year, and the time span also is same throughout the year, that is middle of every month. So we will follow the simple method here. So interest on drawings again the same thing, 2000 multiplied by 12%, per annum, and again we have to calculate the average month. So we are assuming the business from 1st January to 31st December. According to the question, they have said the partners are withdrawing in the middle of the month. For example, 15 Jan. Okay, it's the middle of the month, and similarly, the last drawing will be on 15 December. So what is the time span left here? From 15th January it is 11 months and a half month, so that is 11.5 months. So we are going to write 11.5 plus, from 15 December to 31st December is half of the month. That's why we are going to write 0.5 and divide this by 2. So 12 divided by 2, the answer is 6. Clear? So we will multiply here 6 by 12. What is the outcome? (12 into 20 multiplied by 6). So the answer is 1440 rupees. This is the interest on drawings. Our next sum says X and Y were partners in a firm. The partnership agreement provided that interest on drawings has to be charged at the rate 12% per annum. Now, Mr. X had withdrawn the following amounts during the year ended 31st March 2014, and they have instructed to calculate the interest on Mr. X's drawings. Now see students, the date or the time interval are not equal. They are not of same intervals. First drawing was made on 1st April, second drawing was made on 30th June. Again the third drawings is on 1st September, and the last drawing on 31st March. All the 4 drawings are having different time span or intervals. See the amounts also. First drawing was 20,000, second drawing was 32,000, third one was 40,000, and last one 8,000. So the time interval is different, the amount is different. So we will use the product method here. In this sum, first we will jot down the dates. So when are they drawing? First April 2013, next 30 June 2013, next is 1st September 2013, and the last drawing is on 31st March 2013. And what are the amounts they are drawing? $20,000, $32,000, $40,000, and lastly 8,000. See, the time intervals are different here. The time span and the dates are different here, and the amounts are also different. So in this case, we are going to use the product method. The second method I have taught you, the product method. We are going to follow the product method. Before that, we are going to calculate the month used or the time span they use the money. Okay, see, it's 1st April, right? So 1st April, the whole year they are going to use this money. So 12 months for this. 30th June, at the end of the June. So we are not going to calculate June. We will calculate from July. So it is coming to 9 months, right? From July to March. Next, 1st September. So we, as they are withdrawing on 1st September, the first date of September, we are going to calculate this month too. So that is coming to 7 months, right, students? And the last drawing is on 31st March. So 31st March, they are withdrawing 8,000. This is the last day of the month. So they cannot use the money in the business. So that is 0 month. Clear? Next we will do the product. The product of amount and the month used. Clear? A into B. The amount column and the month used. So 12 into 20,000, that is 2,40,000, right? $32,000 into 9, 2,88,000. 40,000 into 7, 2,80,000. And 8,000 into 0, that is 0. Now we will add up this. So there is 8, 20, 8 lakhs 8,000. So what will be the interest on drawing? This amount what we have got, that is 8,08,000 multiplied by the rate of interest, that is 12%. And in this case, we will always multiply by 1 by 12. This is the rule in product method, that we have to multiply 1 by 12. Why 1 by 12? Because we multiplied here. For example, if we have to take out the interest for the first transaction only, then what we are going to do is 20,000 multiplied by 12% into how many months? 12 months. So we have done this calculation already here. Here, separately if we do this also, that is 32,000 into 12% by 9 by 12. This also we have done here itself. see 32 into 9, 32 into 9. So we have done this procedure and got the result 8 lakhs 8,000. So here we have to do this. We have to multiply it by 1 by 12. So what is the answer? So the interest on drawings in this sum is 8,080. Okay, now let's consider an example. So Mr. Francis drew rupees 2 lakh during a current year at the rate 10% per annum, and they have instructed us to calculate the interest on drawings. But see, they have not mentioned any time duration, whether it's beginning of the month or middle of the month or last month. Okay, they have not mentioned any time duration. So what we'll do here, we'll just calculate the interest of drawing. So what is the total amount here? 2 lakhs. What is the rate? 10% per annum. And in the case when you see time is not given, we will write or we will multiply 6 by 12 on average. Okay, whenever you find such question, you will just multiply 6 by 12 in this case. We are taking our average on this. So now let's calculate this. So it is coming to 10,000. Okay. So what is the interest on drawing for here? It is 10,000. Clear? Now see in example 2, we have given the same question. All are same. Mr. Francis withdrew 2 lakhs during the current year at the rate of 10%. Only a small difference is that here per annum is written, but in this example per annum is not written. Clear? So in this case we will calculate the interest on drawings. Just 2 lakhs and the rate 10% per annum. We will not mention any time duration in this case. Clear, students? So what is the answer here? $20,000. So here we can conclude that whenever there is per annum mentioned in the sum, you have to take 6 by 12 on average, and when per annum is not written in the sum, not mentioned in the sum, then just we have to avoid the time duration. That's all for today. Thank you.